Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to Highwire Improv. We're doing the last show of 2020. Well, it's not the last show. The last show will be 2 shows from now, 2 hours from now. But the last show is starting now. We're starting the last show of 2020, which we're getting the ball rolling. We're ending this shit. This is Let Sorkin Be Sorkin, where we do live read-throughs of Aaron Sorkin written scripts. Tonight's episode is from Studio 60, a little-known one-season sitcom on NBC written by Aaron Sorkin. Mixed reviews on Studio 60. It got canceled halfway through the season, so obviously it wasn't doing well. I think there's a little hidden nuggets. I think we're going to help bring them out. But enough of me. I'll just tell you a little bit about it. Studio 60 is about a SNL-esque sketch show in Los Angeles, where in the first episode, which is the episode before this one, the executive producer goes on air live and freaks out about the quality of television and the quality of writing in general, and gets fired. And then the new president, Jordan McDeere, hires Danny Tripp and Matt Albee to replace him and save the show. And that's what we're going to do right now. All right. Here's everyone. This is season 1. There's only one season. Episode 2 of Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, entitled The Cold Open.
Gail.
Gail Winslow, Philadelphia Inquirer. You're one of the highest ranking female executives in television, which means you'll bring a different sensibility to the job. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, I've only had the job for 3 hours, so I don't know. I'm not sure that male or female has much to do with it as much as you might think. We're just at the beginning of our development season for next fall. And with each of our potential news shows, I'll ask myself 3 questions. Do I like it? Would my parents like it? If I had kids, would I want them to watch it? If the answer to any of those questions is yes, I'll put it on the air. If the answer to all those questions is no, then I won't.
In the back, Bill.
Jordan, can you describe the reaction of NBS executives Friday night when West described the network as a candy-ass network and a greed-filled whorehouse of a network?
Pleased and proud, as you can imagine, until we realized he wasn't talking about Fox, he was talking about us. No, I can't comment on that. I can't comment on what may or may not have happened at NBS over the past 5 years. I will say this is a broadcast network.
Cut to backstage. Danny and Matt are waiting to be introduced.
She's doing okay.
I could have used the day is all I'm saying.
You needed to sleep.
For 28 hours?
You were on some pretty powerful painkillers Friday night.
I needed to write. I lost a whole day.
You wouldn't have been able to write anyway. And I need you rested for the week. I made a decision for you. You'll find I'll be making a lot of them.
I wish you hadn't sent Jeannie home with me. She spent the weekend at my house.
You needed somebody to take care of you. And I needed to meet with the department heads.
Harriet doesn't know that It doesn't matter. We got 5 days now. Not even 5 days. And except for, what's their names?
Ricky and Ron.
Dick and Dick. I don't even know anyone on the writing staff anymore.
Yeah, are you listening to her? She's doing good.
You know, this thing is all over talk radio.
What'd you expect?
A caller from Toluca Lake called us Barbra Streisand-loving, Michael Moore-worshipping jackasses.
What have I always told you about listening to show tunes?
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Cut back to Jordan at the press conference.
I'll tell you what I do believe. I believe that the people who watch television shows aren't dumber than the people who make television shows. I believe that quality is not the antithesis of profit. I know that you have a lot of questions about Wes and the incident Friday night, but I'm not going to answer them. Those are internal matters. What I will do is introduce you formally to Matt and Danny. They began working at Studio 60 9 years ago as respectively a staff writer and a segment producer, and are responsible for some of the show's most enduring moments in comedy.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, I guess so. I really wish you hadn't sent Jeannie home with me.
Hang on.
Cut back.
They are irreverent. They are brilliant. They will make us laugh. They will make us think. They will make us talk and they will make us proud.
He does it, lady.
They will return Studio 60 to its former glory as the flagship program of MBS, and MBS will return to its former place as America's greatest broadcast network. And if you don't believe me, tune in Friday night at 11:30.
No.
By the way, this latest career move of ours?
Pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Friends of mine and old friends to the network, Matthew Albee and Danny Tripp.
Stick around, okay? And when we're done, I need to choke you to death.
You bet.
I've got the MBS closed circuit feed up on channel 10 if anybody wants to watch the news conference.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you. You probably have a lot of questions. We'd like to answer all of them, but we're all under deadlines. You have your editors. We have cast and crew 200 yards away.
Cut to backstage.
Hayes.
Janie with the light brown hair.
You ready for this?
The new executive producers, the media frenzy, the pressure on this week's show, or working with my ex-boyfriend.
Talk to me. Should we just let Jesus be our co-pilot?
No, my mom used to say, if Jesus is your co-pilot, you should trade seats. I want my body to look like yours.
I want my talent to look like yours. How they doing?
They were just introduced. But so far, very charming.
Cut back to the press conference.
Kathleen, then Debbie.
What's the division of responsibility?
Matt'll do the work. I'll take the credit. Matt'll oversee the writing. I'll oversee production.
Everyone's in the writer's room.
The most humiliating day of my life.
Is he going to oversee the writing or is he going to do the writing, Ricky? Because everyone's heard stories from when he was here before.
I don't know, Dan. I'm just Matt Albee's glorified PA right now.
Cut back to the press conference.
I spent some time talking with Jordan Friday night and again this morning, and, well, she's peculiar. We're both honestly very excited about working with her and getting to know her. We're also very happy to be back with her boss, Jack Rudolph. Guys, you've got it all wrong. I don't want to get too personal, but the first time Jack and I made love, it was incredible.
Cut to Jack's office. I'll tell you what, they're doing great. All three of them.
Martin Jewett, Entertainment Weekly. This is for either one of you both. You've been gearing up to make a movie about Nikola Tesla. Why would you abandon the movie to come back to television?
We love the show. We love television. We love the show. We love television.
Danny and I both feel we grew up at Studio 60 and that we were being given a chance to come home.
10 days ago, I tested positive for cocaine, and the insurance company won't bond me until I've had 18 months of clean tests. So I won't be directing movies for a couple of years.
That was nice while it lasted.
I think Veronica was next. Veronica, the question?
Did you say?
I did, yeah. And that is the last you'll be hearing me speak on it publicly. I think Gail was after Veronica.
Jordan, did you know about this when you hired him?
Oh, we can't hear you.
I can't remember. I was high at the time. You all thought I was funnier at the beginning of the press conference. I have nothing but confidence in both of them. So let's take one more question and let them get back to work. In the back?
Constance Gall from Rapture Magazine.
I'm sorry?
Rapture Magazine. Can you tell us about a sketch called Crazy Christians?
That's an internal.
What about it?
Is there such a sketch?
I wrote a sketch 4 years ago called Crazy Christians, but it didn't make it on the air.
And now that you're hired back, can we plan on seeing Crazy Christians on the air Friday night?
It's Monday. I don't know what's going to be on the air.
Yes.
What? Yes, what?
Yes, it'll be on the air Friday night.
I see.
And I guess that about takes care of that. Shelley?
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, that turned into a kegger in a hurry.
That was not the answer we talked about.
I told the truth. You got a problem with my life?
We went over how you were going to frame it.
Are you seriously going to tell me how I should deal with this?
Good morning.
That was insane.
I want to know how the sketch got out there.
No one speaks until I point and say their name. You, Danny, what the hell?
I told the truth.
We talked about what you were going to say.
I know what we talked about. I told the truth right then instead of having it come out in drifts, which was what was going to happen, Jack. Plus, I'm a recovering drug addict. Honesty is a good idea for me.
Well, I'm sure I speak for all the shareholders when I say that your sense of self-esteem is our highest priority. Jordan, I'm not sure that following Danny's rigorous honesty with a joke about being high was the way William Paley would have handled it. You know what I'm saying?
No one ever went wrong breaking the tension.
I'd check again.
I want to know how Rapture Magazine gets credentialed for an MBS press conference.
You think it should be the policy of this network to exclude religious publications?
We're not talking about the Christian Science Monitor. How many whack jobs read Rapture Magazine?
It has a circulation 4 times the size of Vanity Fair.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not.
I'm a little surprised myself, Shelley.
You shouldn't be.
The rapture's what I think it is, right? I mean, the world comes to an end, believers go up in a spaceship.
It's not a spaceship, it's Jesus Christ.
What happens to the non-believers?
You get thrown into a fiery pit.
Can we just do that now?
Incredibly, he's the only one who held it together. Now, if anyone can think of any other ways to screw up that we haven't tried already, I'll be in my office. Shelley?
I want to know how the sketch got out there.
It got out there.
How?
How?
Yeah.
There's a cast, crew, and staff of 130 people in that theater. 400 people saw it at the Dress, and 1,000 people in this building saw it on closed circuit feed. The thing's been around for 4 years. Pick one. What does it matter?
It matters because comedy's less funny the second time around.
And your problem?
They will return the show to its former glory and lead NBS in as the greatest network. Quality is not the antithesis of profit. If you don't believe me, tune in at 11:30 Friday night.
Did I get the time wrong?
No, you raised the bar a little high, don't you think?
Did I?
You did.
I raised the bar high?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Clear it.
Cut to Danny and Matt walking over to Studio 60.
You know, I thought you'd be in a better mood after getting so much sleep.
We got to open it special somehow. There's going to be an expectation. I need to come up with a cold open.
And the hour and 25 minutes that come after that.
Yeah.
Matt, were you trying to tell me something about Harriet before?
When?
Before you said something about Jeannie and Harriet?
It doesn't matter.
Maddie, you and Harriet, you're all set, right?
Yeah.
You talked about it?
A little.
This isn't a problem?
It's not a problem. I need a cold open. That's the problem.
Cut to inside the studio. George, the security guard, greets them. Good morning, gentlemen.
George, how you been, sir?
Oh,
I'll tell you. Tell you something. It's been a real confusing and sad place since the two of you left. And this is a great day.
Thanks, man.
You got a lot of people in there waiting for you to tell them what to do.
Yeah. Matt's happy to see you too. He'd speak right now, but he just started to move into a coma.
I remember the look.
I'm in an office here somewhere. Ricky and Ron are in my old one. You're taking
Wes's office. No, you're taking Wes's office.
No, I'm going to redo the AD's old office.
I'm not taking Wes's office.
You need it. It's got the room to pace. You're very active when you write.
Listen to me. The man wrote for the Smothers Brothers. He wrote with Pryor, and he wrote with Eddie. He invented Studio 60. He gave me my first job and lost his because he tried to put a sketch I wrote on the air.
That's not why he lost his job.
I don't care. I'd rather sit in Lorne Michaels' office.
Well, Lauren's office is in New York and he's still using it, so you're going to use this one. This is new.
Walks over, flicks on the wall clock, which is counting down the seconds until the show starts.
Oh man, no wonder he went crazy.
Cast in the basement in 5 minutes.
How did it know?
How to know what?
Exactly how much time was left in the week.
Yeah, it's a miracle of technology that we've invented an electronic device that can count backwards from 7.
But it was off.
It has a battery.
So it always knows.
Don't endow the thing with special powers, Matt. It's a clock. Okay, come on.
Cut to backstage.
We've gotten calls from 4 different agents representing designers wanting to know if you're changing the set.
I am, but not this week.
I'll send out the word.
I don't know any of these guys. They're all Ricky and Ron's?
Yeah, I'm going to go in with you for a second. Put him at ease. Morning. Hi. We spoke for a few minutes Friday night, and we'll get to know each other in time. For now, I'll just say this isn't TV camp. It's not important to us that everybody gets to play. Come at Matt with good ideas. You'll be a big part of the show. Don't. It won't matter because we won't remember your name. You good from here?
Yeah, unless you want to relax them some more.
No, I'm fine.
Good. Okay, listen. There couldn't be a worse possible time not to be good at this. Let's go around the room.
Cut to the dressing rooms.
Bernadette of the Bernadette blog says, Studio 60 seldom rose to the level of Saturday Night Live, even at its best. The hiring of Matthew Albee and Daniel Tripp is a sideshow, and that Wes's eloquent and courageous sign-off last week should have served as the final nail in the show's coffin. And though she spelled coffin O-U-G-H, I think I understand what she means.
Stop reading the internet.
Bernadette of the Bernadette blog.
Bernadette is writing this in her pajamas, Tommy. Why do you care? She's got a freezer full of Jenny Craig meals and she's surrounded by 5 cats.
The New York Times is going to quote Bernadette so that the people can be heard. And the Times can demonstrate they're not the media elite. I preferred when they were elite. I'm a fan of credentials. It's like we all spent the last 5 years living in a Roger Corman film called Revenge of the Hack. I have to care about the internet, Simon. You know why? Because everyone else does. Help me out. Thank you.
Can he even sit in a chair for 14 hours a day?
Who?
Matt. He just had back surgery. Can he sit in a chair?
It wasn't a big deal. They just moved something around.
Yeah, I had that surgery, and it's not a big deal, but you're not supposed to move around for a week and a half. You're not supposed to ride in a car, and you can't sit at a desk for 14 hours a day.
15 hours is a short day for him. And when you had the surgery, you didn't miss a show.
I'm exceptional in many ways. He, on the other hand, I don't think he can sit in a chair.
It's not going to be a problem.
What's not going to be a problem?
Matt's back surgery. He's doing 40 leg lifts with 30-pound weights.
Get the hell out of here.
He is.
I couldn't tie my shoes.
Well, you're exceptional in many ways.
Morning. Tell Cal, Suzanne, tell Cal I'm going to see him in 10 minutes and we'll have the budget boys at lunch.
Food?
Sure.
I meant what kind of food?
No, anything's fine. I got the chance to speak on the phone with each of you yesterday, and I think that you're all thinking they're going to be making some changes, bring in some new blood. Am I staying? Am I going? That's what you're all thinking, right?
Not until just now, no.
Man, well, you should have been. Don't give me your very best or choose this week to complain about something. You'll be making those decisions. You'll make those decisions very easy. Mark Wahlberg is our host, but Matt's not going to make his first show about Mark Wahlberg, and we all know it. He's also going to write for the guys he knows, so some of you need to be patient. I would also become one of the guys that he knows. The White Stripes are the musical guest.
Danny?
Yeah.
Harriet and I have been working a White Stripes sketch. We play the two of them not being able to remember if they're husband and wife, brother or sister, or just two friends who can really play. You think they're going to have a sense of humor about it?
I've seen him riff a little bit. Harriet's good.
Thanks, Sam.
You have something to show with Matt tomorrow?
Yes.
Look, can he sit in a chair? Because 8 days in, I still couldn't make it from the bedroom to the kitchen without a damn epidural. And I'm an athlete.
You are?
I played football in college and I played golf every Sunday.
Oh, the Yale School of Drama had a tough team to beat.
Intramural flag football, anyway. He's telling people that he can do 40 leg lifts with 30-pound weights. I say he's a liar, and I challenge him to a contest of physical supremacy.
Why don't you guys settle like the real Athenians over 18 holes at Riviera?
Not saying he did 40 reps. He did 40 reps. I saw him yesterday morning.
He went to the gym?
His house. He bought a machine.
And you saw him? Danny?
You're excused.
Can I go talk to her, please?
No. Anybody have any questions? All right.
I got a question.
Sure. What's up?
What did you think of the season premiere this year?
I missed it. I'll watch it on tape in the office.
What did you think of Tom's Bill Frist? He's been doing it since Terry Schiavo. It's a great recurring.
Sign.
Same.
You can get it from the tape library, no problem.
I'll do that. Any other questions? Thank you, everyone.
Cut to the writing room.
Deb.
The Democracy Act. Bush announces his new bill called the Democracy Act, making it illegal to vote.
I don't know.
It's a play on how these guys always name these things the opposite of what they are. The Patriot Act, the Clean Water Act.
Defense of marriage.
Yeah, I understand.
Or in the speech, you could wear a crown and hold a scepter.
Yeah, that doesn't make it better.
Denny.
Bush's new drug
czar. Bush appoints a new drug czar, but because of his poor vetting process, it turns out he hired a new drug kingpin instead.
Mitch.
President's daily briefing. White House staffers put on a puppet show.
I need to start with the opening. I need just when I know the opening, I'll be able to,
We've got Bill Frist, which can be used for the cold open or a family feud, the Bushes versus the Clintons.
One at a time.
I didn't say we're not gonna stop. Just stop. What are you all wearing? Look, I'm not Blackwell or anything, but holy cow, what the hell are you guys wearing? One of the things that this show does is decide what's cool, and I've just decided it's no longer cool for grown men to dress as if they're in junior high school.
It's comedy, Matt.
Not yet it's not, and until it is, we're all going to act professionally. You understand? We're going to act, dress, talk, write, and behave professionally.
You are an adolescent, oversexed whoremonger with the sensitivity of a head of cabbage.
And all that will begin in just a few minutes.
You've been dating Jeannie?
Harriet?
She saw you do 40 leg lifts at your house, jackass. She was very impressed. She told us all about it. Simon and Tom couldn't look at me. Neither could Danny. I was humiliated. What do you have to say?
Me?
Yeah?
Don't ever walk into that room and talk to me in front of the staff like that ever again, and I will bench you until Christmas. I will make you the highest paid extra in Hollywood, Harry, and I will, so help me God, pay you to wave and say goodnight at 1 o'clock in the morning. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now, what is your problem? That after you broke up with me, I went out with someone else? That's what almost always happens.
Not someone from where I work. There are 17 strip clubs within a 3-block radius of this place. For you. Not someone from my show.
It's my show, too. And there are only 5 strip clubs within a 3-block radius. I spent my 20s in this theater.
I've been here 7 years.
And I was here for the 2 before that, and so was Jeannie for that matter.
Were you dating her then?
I'm not dating her now.
Yeah, she just sleeps with you from time to time.
You broke up with me, Harry, and if you don't believe me, I've got a copy of the email. Yeah, she did it by email, ladies and germs. I've got a copy of the email on my hard drive and another one in a safe deposit box at City National.
That's funny, because I keep all of your things nicely stored in a garbage scow off Catalina.
Right, so can I go date a woman who doesn't?
Well, that population is getting pretty thin.
Look,
Bad enough I got to read about you with Mina Savari,
well, that was...
Fiona Apple, Rachel McAdams, Marlo Thomas.
You think I've been dating Marlo Thomas?
Who the hell knows what you do, you addle-minded pervert?
Marlo's married to Phil Donahue, who can still beat the crap out of me anytime he wants.
Thank God.
Seriously, he's a huge Irish man.
I'm too tired for this.
I never dated any of those people.
Page 6.
Well, then you got me. Because if page 6 said it, then it must be true. Did you get hard confirmation from the Drudge Report?
I got confirmation from Jeannie.
About who?
About Jeannie.
Jeannie and I have been friends for a long time, but you don't have to worry. I don't date or do anything with people who work for me.
Yeah, I feel relieved. In fact, I think I'm falling in love with you all over again.
Harry.
If I slow danced with Danny, your head would explode, and you know it. I have an active imagination, Matthew. I'm paid a lot of money for it. And you had to know I was gonna find out. So now I have this in my imagination. That's just mean.
Harry, I didn't mean to be mean. Danny sent her home with me to make sure I was okay.
And
I just want to make sure that, I mean, look, we need you this week. We need a great show, and, you know.
I see.
So can you keep your head in the game?
Sit down, write, and give me a damn audience.
Damn it.
Cut to Tuesday, Jack's office. The world has come to an end?
For the rapture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a percentage of the population hoping for the world to come to an end.
Yes.
You think they'd be rooting us on? How long were you going to stand out there?
I'm a people person, Jack. I was just getting to know your intern, Kelly.
My intern's name is Kayla, and we've got a problem. Peter
Goldman from Affiliate Relations. We didn't really get a chance to meet in the chaos on Friday.
And I'm Joe Reardon from sales.
I just got a very nervous phone call from a man named Vernon Williams, who's the owner of WTIH, our affiliate in Terre Haute.
Vernon Williams had to call on his cell phone because his station lines were jammed.
He won't carry Studio 60 Friday night unless he's guaranteed that the sketch Crazy Christians is dropped.
I don't tell the guys what to put on the show.
Yeah, you do. You're their boss.
And in fact, in this case, I specifically gave them permission to do it. I kind of made them a promise.
Break it.
Over the Terre Haute market? What are they, 229 out of 230 affiliates?
They're 151st, but that's not the point.
How did the editor-in-chief of Total Nut Bar magazine get mobilized this fast?
That's the point.
She and I have been on this issue for the exact same amount of time, and I don't even know how to work my phone yet.
Dial 9, Professor.
Where's she at?
Well, clearly she's got the...
What's her name?
Constance Gower.
I hate that name. Where's she at?
I was going to say, clearly she's got the AFE working the bank. She put a news flash on her website. That's like flashing the bat signal for her members.
So what happens now?
Phone lines will be flooded within the hour at Studio 60, 22 different Red State affiliates, and here. It will be a news story the whole week, and they will probably come after you.
With napalm?
Personal stuff. It'll get leaked on the web.
Well, that's the way it goes.
I don't think the advertisers will feel that way.
I'm bulletproof on Friday nights.
How?
Because movies open on Friday, and half our sponsors are studios who want their trailers associated with what's hip and cool. As long as I'm delivering them eyeballs, they're not...
There won't be any eyeballs without the affiliates.
One.
In 5 hours.
Terre Haute. What's next? Little Rock Plan Buff? Have any of those people ever watched the show? And if they don't like it, can somebody go over to their houses and teach them how to change the channel?
Sounds like that will be what my next job is.
Jack.
It's the affiliate groups, Jordan. Jensen Media, Fourth and West, dynamic channels that will be reduced to the size of a college radio station. So you can please pick up the phone and call your friends, the executive producers, and tell them.
No. I'm sorry, Jack. Porter?
Keeter.
Jim?
Joe?
I'm sorry, but I made them a promise. In fact, it is the first one that I made. I wish to offend no one, but I'm the president of the National Broadcasting System, and I won't be told what to put on my airwaves by amateurs of any stripe. Shelley, don't worry about my back. Worry about the networks.
Your back is the networks.
Nice meeting you guys.
Cut to the backstage.
Do we know anything about sound?
No.
FX?
No.
Film segments?
No.
Any point in going around the room?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, Cal. He doesn't have anything yet. You know, he's all tight.
That's no problem. Set construction will just be on standby. Same thing with the camera department, sound, set, dressing, wardrobe, props, graphics, video playback, gaffer, grips, electrics in general, and FX.
All right, good meeting. Unless Suzanne has something to tell me.
Al, we lost Jack White.
Danny!
Jack White has acute tonsillitis.
Well, I don't know who that is, but do whatever we do. Send flowers to the hospital or a basket of something. Jack White?
Yeah.
The White Stripes.
Yeah.
We don't have a musical guest.
No.
Okay. Find out who's around, who's not touring or dead yet. Kanye, Foo Fighters, Stone Temple Pilots.
Stone Temple Pilots broke up 3 years ago.
Get them back together, Suzanne. Give me a list in 2 hours.
Hey, I was going to see Matt.
How was that yesterday?
What the hell was what?
What do you think of the season premiere? What do you think of Tom's Bill Friss?
Danny,
I haven't watched the show since I left. You know that, so you're either trying to embarrass me or trying to make a point.
I would never try to embarrass you.
Then what's your point?
You're here because you failed a drug test and you can't direct movies for 2 years. That was new information. You want me to be grateful because you're slumming on TV for 2 years?
Holy hell, Sim. I'm here, okay? I'm here. The show was going to go to Ricky and Ron, and I'm here. What do you want from me?
You left us with Ricky and Ron.
Is this about why I'm here, or is this about why I left?
Hey, you know what?
I left because I was standing by Matt. Where were you standing?
Me?
Yeah.
I was standing by the show.
They arrive at Matt's office.
How's it going?
Good. Can the White Stripes play for an hour and a half?
Jack White's got acute tonsillitis. They can't play at all. Suzanne's working on it.
Okay.
Rips the White Stripes index cards off the schedule. Huh?
That's better.
Check it out.
What are you?
Danny said that you were choking, and Harry and I have a White Stripes impression if you want to write a sketch.
I did not say you were choking, and we don't have the White Stripes.
Really?
Yeah.
Then I'm just a guy in a wig.
Yep.
Hey.
Hey.
Look, don't grip it too tight, Maddie. It's just Tuesday.
I gave a staff a lecture on clothing earlier.
I heard.
I couldn't believe the words were coming out of my mouth, but apparently I felt pretty strongly about it. I don't have a cold open. Unless we find Bin Laden between now and Friday night, we're going to have people's attention for the open. It needs to be too many things.
What does it need to be?
Self-deprecating and acknowledgement and acceptance.
A message from the producers?
It should be on a grand scale.
What's a grand scale?
A song. A big song. A musical number.
All right.
It should pay respect to where we are, the studio, the city.
Yeah, keep talking.
I'm trying.
We take the show seriously, but we don't take ourselves seriously.
That's right.
We screwed up, but we won't do it again.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll be model citizens.
We'll be a model. We'll be a model. You know who did the best frat humor of all time?
Rudy Valley.
Groucho Marx.
It was W.S. Gilbert.
Will be the very model of a modern network TV show.
We hope that you don't mind that our producer was caught doing blow.
Yes.
Yes! Okay. What do we have that says the legacy of television? Like Arturo Toscanini and the NBC Orchestra.
Suzanne?
What do we have that says just...
Suzanne?
I'm just coming to see you. I'm on hold with Clay Aiken's manager.
Then hang up the damn phone.
John Malcheri and the West Coast Philharmonic.
We're also going to need the LA Light Opera Chorus, and if you can't get them, try the LA Phil or the USC or UCLA orchestras.
Wherever it is, it's got to read Los Angeles, and they got to be able to play.
Is this a joke?
Well, we're counting on it.
No.
Okay, now we just need to write the song and the rest of the show.
Cal, we can start production.
I'll get everyone together.
Tom, Simon, go home, get a change of clothes and your shaving kit. It's us this week.
Harriet too?
Harriet too.
Listen.
Forget it. Let's work.
All right.
Matt's staring at the clock.
It's just a clock.
Cut to Friday outside Studio 60. Police estimated the number of protesters between 200 and 300, many holding signs reading NBS equals God haters. No comment from any of the more senior members of the Studio 60 staff. Cut to backstage.
Go. Tom, the second page of that, the fourth line, I swear it just has to be 3 words shorter.
And end in an odd number.
17.
Got it.
These are good to go. Floor managers and then the control room. That's it. Thanks.
Yeah, 17 is a much funnier number than 15.
As a matter, it is. Okay, I've got enough time for a shower, right?
Quick one.
8 o'clock at night. It's 102 degrees in September because there's a hole in the sky. These people have been standing in the ticket line for over an hour. Can we spritz them down with something?
Maybe they can hop in the shower with you.
I'm not kidding.
Pages are passing out cold lemonade.
Can we open the doors early?
As soon as Willie and the band are ready.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You know, an hour and a half, it'll be empty again.
Would you just enjoy the moment? Would you please just live in what's happening now and not time travel to the next? Man, could you just be a little more neurotic? It was a spectacular dress, Matt. It was the best. I've never seen a dress go that well, and neither have you. For the love of God, in the name of all that is holy.
I get it.
Would you please?
I'm going to take a shower. Was there something else you came to see me about?
Yes.
What?
We don't need to do it now. But at some point, I'm going to need you to level with me about Harriet. I need to know how big a problem it's going to be.
It's not going to be a problem at all.
It will be if you're still in love with her.
I'm not, Danny. Like, I love her talent. The woman's got millions of fans, but there are maybe 50 guys in town who really understand how good she is, and we are 2 of them. That's all. I admire her. I'm knocked out by her talent. I like it when she makes me laugh, and I like making her laugh, which isn't an easy thing to do, so it's gratifying. She's undeniably sexy, and I like it when she smiles at me, and a couple of other things. But that's it.
We are so screwed.
Yeah, I know.
What's that, Cal?
Sorry. 30 minutes until showtime, everyone. 30 minutes.
Got to the dressing rooms.
It was thoughtless of me to blurt it out in the meeting, and I'm very sorry. I love Matt to death, but we're friends. And when we're both without somebody, sometimes we wind up with each other.
Eat 'em up, Jeannie with the light brown hair.
Eat them up.
Your second year of the show was my last. And at the beginning of that season, you were pissed because Jamie Foxx had beaten you out for that part in Stone's movie, the football movie.
Yeah.
You were pissed at Jamie. You were pissed at Will Smith. You were pissed at Denzel. And you came into my office and said, I just graduated from Yale Drama. I don't belong here. So I was pissed at you because I do belong here.
I belong here too.
I know.
So don't fire me.
Why the hell would I do that?
Because I can't do the voices.
What?
I can't do the voices with the Park, the Con, the Harvard Yard. I can't do the voices.
Holy God, Sim, that's what you're worried about?
Ricky and Ron are just
hacks. They're hacks.
They've been saying I need to do the voices that I need to learn.
When did Wes let those guys take the show? When did it happen? That's why Matt didn't understand what the writers were wearing. When did he stop running the show?
You can't be too hard on Wes. People get tired. And you guys were like his sons, and he didn't stand up for you, and he knew it.
We never asked him to.
Doesn't matter.
We're starting over. We're going to get you doing what you're good at, including starting next week, you are going to co-anchor the news.
You're kidding.
No. And the Boston accent wasn't half bad, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Park the car in Harvard Yard.
Go to the balcony outside Matt's office. You know what, Mary? You've got spunk. I hate spunk. See, I like television too.
What was the final tally?
Terre Haute, Missoula, Twin Falls, Oklahoma City, and Little Rock, Pine Bluff. 4 local sponsors, 3 national sponsors.
That's not too bad.
And I had to change my email address twice.
Frogs didn't fall from the sky.
J-Mac, if the ratings start to dip next week, or if America doesn't find Crazy Christians as funny as you do, Frogs Falling from the Sky is going to seem like Club Med compared to what happens next. They never lose, Jordan. They always win. And
they might this time. But I'm not going down in the first round. And if the ratings go up, the sponsors who dropped out, we'll welcome them back in at 120% of the cost of the original ad buy. And we're going to be the first network to charge a coward fee.
I hate spunk. Cut to backstage.
All right, let's go. Huddle up. Watch you all this week, and I got to tell you, I love what I see. Matt?
The audience was standing out in the heat for a pretty long time. People don't laugh as much when they're hot because they're sticky and uncomfortable.
All right, good pep talk. Whose turn is it?
Harry's.
Blessed are you, Lord God, creator of the universe and father of us all. Thank you for giving us some of your greatest gifts, a sense of humor. And if you have time, please make something very heavy fall on Matthew's head. We say this prayer in the name of your son, Jesus Christ, who had to have been funny to get so many people to listen to him. Blessed art thou forever and ever. Amen.
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 Let's go.
I got a laugh at the table read when I asked for the butter in the dinner sketch. What did I do wrong?
It's 1 laugh out of 30 you're going to get tonight.
What did I do wrong?
You asked for the laugh.
What did I do with the table reading?
You asked for the butter. Good show.
Show.
And he sits in his chair by the monitors on stage.
What's that, Danny?
Hello? What? How's it looking up there?
It's good. We got a problem.
What?
We blew a circuit. There's a small fire. The fire's out, but I'm only going to have one camera for a while.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm just kidding. We're all set.
Scared the hell out of me, Cal.
It's a comedy show, dude. Welcome back. In 30 seconds, all right? Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Ready, one. Stand by. All right, here we go. Big show. Ready, camera, one.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Marcheri and the West Coast Philharmonic, joined by the Los Angeles Light Opera Chorus and the cast of Studio 60.
We'll be the very model of a modern network TV show. Each time we walk into this August and famous studio.
We're starting out from scratch after a run of 20 years or so. We hope you didn't mind that our producer was caught doing blow.
They hope that you don't mind that their producer was caught doing blow. They hope that you don't mind that their producer was caught doing blow. They hope that you don't mind that their producer was caught doing lots of blow.
Yes, it's hard to be a player when at heart you always had a hunch. To bite the hand that feeds you is a scary way of doing lunch.
When we walk into this august and famous studio, we'll be the very model of a modern network TV show.
But still, when they walk into this august and famous studio, they'll be the very model of a modern network TV show.
I am a Christian, tried and true, baptized at age 11. So unlike the liberals, gays, and Jews, I am going straight to heaven.
But if you feel you've been cheated and our sordid content lets you down,
We'll happily do the favor of an intellectual reach around.
They'll happily do the favor of an intellectual reach around. They'll happily do the favor of an intellectual reach around. They'll happily do the favor of $100 hookers reach around.
That wasn't the same thing we said.
They'll happily do a favor of a verbal euphemistic reach around.
we know the evangelicals are lining up to tag our toe, and then the corporations will not hesitate to pull their dough. And still, when we walk into this august and famous studio, we'll be the very model of a modern network TV show.
But still, when they walk into this august and famous studio, they'll be the very model of a modern network TV show. But still, when they walk into this august and famous studio, they'll be the very model of a modern network TV show.
Hey.
Live from Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, it's Friday night. And that's our show, everybody.
Yay!
Woo! Let's get the whole cast out here. We had Brian Shea, we had Alexa Sciutto, we had Corey Ottonato, we had Miles Nieder, we had Kristen McKenzie, we had Jess Roby, we had Hannah Jeffrey, we had Jake Lazier, and we had Barry Wright. And I'm the worst one. I'm Jeff.
You were the only one who could keep the tune to the song. That's
True.
It's true.
Yeah.
True.
I've seen this episode 1,000 times.
You're Jeff motherfucking Taylor.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting this show on, Jeff.
Thank you for
Yes.
intellectual input.
Yes.